Good morning, everybody, and welcome here today for a special dedication. We're going to compete with the Special Olympics, I guess, so, which is great to have on campus. It's a great day. We have a lot of activities going on. Tyrone, Sandy, to your family members and friends, thank you for being with us today. It's a special day. When I started here in 2016, one of the things that became very clear to me early on was the importance of the Brownsville community that had been displaced when the university expanded many decades ago now. And this building here at the time was serving as our police station, but we always knew we wanted it to be something special. And with the contributions and the help and the foresight really of both Sandy and Tyrone and some university funds, we're able today to dedicate this multicultural center as Wyche Multicultural Center at Frostburg State University. What makes it special is multicultural, and it's not only for the campus but for the community. And again, it's only right, given that where we are as a university and our role as a member of the community, that we include the community in this as well. Again, it was part of the community. As many of you may, or some of you may not know, this was called the Lincoln School. And this had served as the school for African American children prior to the Supreme Court decision desegregating the schools. So we're here today. I hope you'll get a chance to see the inside. If you haven't been in there already, there's some food in there too as well. But the night, we've transformed it. What's going to be important is the programming that goes on inside of it. It's just the building, but the building has a lot of historical meaning. We want to make sure that it celebrates all the different cultures, brings people together. You'll be hearing from Ms. Winder in a few minutes about the importance that we have of inclusion, belongingness. When we talk about diversity, equity, and inclusion, those words mean something when you put it into action. And one of the words I always use is we want people to feel like they belong. And that's what this building is about. Now, I will tell you there's going to be more work on the outside of this building. If you haven't seen the photos of this, there's still a number of things that are going to be going on the outside. There was this thing called COVID a couple of years ago, and we're still trying to find parts and things that we need to get done in the building. But also, this area is going to transform as well. It's not just this building, it's going to be a complex. So we're going to have green space. We want students and community to come here, use the area, and make it something that's here for the community to celebrate the different cultures and all of the different diversity we bring to this area. So I hope if you're interested in learning more about it, certainly talk with Sandy or Tyrone. We're always interested. I was supposed to put a plug in. We're always interested in anybody who wants to help contribute financially to making this work. But we want to truly make this a showcase for the campus and for the community, to bring them on campus, to make them feel here, and at the same time honor the history and tradition of what this area meant to so many people. So thank you again for being here. At this point, I want you to introduce our Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Artie Travis.
Good morning. I am the Vice President for Student Affairs here at Frostburg State University, and my role and responsibility is to serve to help and enhance the experience for every student on this campus. But as I was telling Brother Tyrone just a few minutes ago, this is special to me because my first two jobs in higher education, I was the director of the Gwendolyn Brooks Cultural Center at Western Illinois University back in the 70s. After that, I was the director of the African American Cultural Center at the University of Connecticut. That's where I started, and that's where I will still finish. This place has a significant meaning to me because my heart says to me that each and every effort that Bernard Widener and Robin Widener has provided to the black students and all students on this campus is special. We want this place to be a place that's going to be a supportive place, a home away from home. But again, each of you know Robin and you knew Bernard. They're going to come here, but we're going to push them out to make sure that they become outstanding alums, just like many of you here. I tell you, I had the privilege of portraying Wisdom in a play a few weeks ago. And I really appreciate that. But that, again, brought me back home to the fact that we've got to do everything we can for our minority students, for our African American students, to push them out, to give them support. Because one thing I know about this place, that this is a great university. This is a great university, and that's because of our leadership, but that's also because of folks like Robin and Bernard's history. I thank Brother Tyrone and Sister Sandra for their support here. You know, they provided this option. She's going to help provide direction, and you're going to provide support. So with that, I just want to say thank you, and also introduce folks inside as my boss, Robin Wyche. But this is the right person to lead this effort to try to get the word out for everyone, because we don't want anyone to feel that they don't belong. So I appreciate that, and thank you, John, for putting me on the program, and Tyrone. So thank you.
So good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Wyche Multicultural Center. What is truly amazing to me is that approximately 150 years ago, a formerly enslaved woman, only recently emancipated of African descent, purchased land and began building a community which became known as the Brownsville community. Years later, a couple of African descendants came to this place to continue their education and built on what was already here. They met, they married, they achieved, and counted it not robbery to give back of their own personal resources and funds so that this institution could continue with the dream of Brownsvilles across America, with the intent of bringing all communities together. This multicultural center will be a place where students of all identities can come to build community. When they come in this place, we want them to know their presence is invited, it's welcomed. We know them, we accept them. We want them to be involved, know that they're supported in all of their endeavors, to be befriended and be a friend, to feel needed and to know that they're heard. I look forward to reaching out to all of you over the coming months or years, we'll see how long I'm here, but to continue to come back to this place and help the students who are currently here reach out and grow into who they're supposed to be, to welcome in the local community and bridge that gap between town and gown and make Frostburg better. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our newly installed president of the Student Government Association, Rachel, is it Mikulski, sorry.
Thank you, everybody. It is a pleasure to be here, and it is a real pleasure to see the amazing work that has been done here. Today is historic. It's a day that marks a significant moment in our community's history as we celebrate the opening of the new Multicultural Center in honor of Mr. Tyrone Adams and Miss Sandra Wyche Adams. This center embraces Frostburg's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. It represents a space where all individuals can come together to learn, share, connect, and celebrate cultural differences. As we look around us, we can see people from all walks of life, representing different cultures, traditions, and beliefs. This is what makes our community unique. It brings hope to create a sense of belonging and mutual respect to all who may come to our new Multicultural Center. At this center, there will be the opportunity to learn from each other, explore the different perspectives and cultures, and to deepen our understanding of the world around us. There will be the opportunity to engage with individuals from diverse backgrounds and to create a more inclusive and accepting community. It is about creating a safe space where individuals can come to heal, find their voice, and take action against discrimination and inequality. Together, we are inviting students and all members of the community to share this new, wonderful space in hopes to fully close the divide, but ultimately to come together in unity. This space will provide programming that will very well focus on inclusion and belonging, and will share the history of this location and the surrounding areas. As the newly elected president of the Student Government Association, I have stated from the very start of my campaign that I am making it not only my mission to unify and bring all students together on our campus, but to make sure that everyone feels that their voice is heard and that they feel fully represented. It is my promise that I will make that happen by working with fellow student leaders, faculty and staff, and the administration at Frostburg State. We come together today to celebrate the opening of this center and to reaffirm our commitment to creating a more inclusive and equitable society. This space will be used to learn, grow, and celebrate cultural diversity. We will continue to work towards a better tomorrow where everybody feels that they are valued and respected. Today marks a new beginning. It marks a sense of moving forward and coming together as a community to provide unity and a sense of belonging. This Multicultural Center is more than just a building. It's a symbol of hope and progress. It's a true honor to be a part of this day and these incredible moments. I hope that those who help make these historic moments happen will return to share their experiences. I would like to thank everyone who helped to bring this dream to life. All of your hard work and dedication is inspiring. But most importantly, thank you to Mr. Tyrone Adams and Miss Sandra Wyche Adams. Thank you everybody and have a great day. I would now like to introduce Mr. Tyrone Adams and Miss Sandra Wyche Adams.
First, Tyrone and I want to thank God for bringing us to Frostburg and bringing us together. This June, we celebrate 31 years of marriage. And we will always be thankful to Frostburg for our beginnings. Secondly, we want to thank the family and friends who braved the mountain to join us, as well as those on Facebook. We don't take lightly having people in your corner to celebrate your achievements, and we love you all for being here. And third, we want to thank Frostburg for making us who we are. We came up as naive high schoolers and left prepared to take on the world. It's not lost on us that just last week, some of these same people who are here were dedicating the new outdoor track that they helped to sponsor. It's a testament to what Frostburg means to many. As for Tyrone and I, we have always tried to stay connected. We have spoken at career days, contributed to the annual fund, and many years ago we started a scholarship fund that continues to support students at Frostburg. I am currently the outgoing president of the foundation board, and we both look forward to working with Frostburg on future projects. Tyrone and I are Bobcats for life. Lastly, I want to talk about where we stand today. We may be on Frostburg's campus, but if this were 1866, we would be in Brownsville. A black community started by Tamar Brown, a former slave. Mrs. Brown purchased her first lot of land for $150. In the years that followed, the community blossomed with a school, a church, and thriving commerce. However, in the 1920s, when Western Maryland government decided the majority white college located nearby, now called Frostburg State University, needed to expand, the citizens of Brownsville were displaced. They were forced to sell their homes for far less than they were worth, and a once vibrant black community was destroyed. What I'm happy to say as I stand here is that we are extremely proud of our alma mater for acknowledging that past and for taking steps to give the Brownsville community and its descendants the recognition they deserve. There is a memorial for those who don't know to Brownsville in the Upper Quad. And the recent dorm that we have, beautiful dorm here, is aptly named Brownsville Hall. The students on this campus will have a chance to learn about these examples of systemic racism at a time when others are reticent to share the painful truths of our country's past. And now we have this multicultural center. Many of us know this building as the old police station. But in the 1800s,
Not all of us.
some of us know. In the late 1800s, it was called the Lincoln School. As you've heard from many others, it was the only school in this area for black students. We are both so incredibly humbled to be a part of that legacy. We hope that the Adams Wyche Multicultural Center at the Lincoln School will be a safe space for students of color, and that they will see our names at the beginning of the name of this building and the Lincoln School at the end of the name of this building, and feel a sense of pride. Even more importantly, we believe that all students on this diverse campus and the entire Western Maryland community will see this as a place of healing against the divisiveness and hate that has crept its way back into our society. In this center, all students and others will have a place to come together, learn from each other, grow and thrive. And we, again, are so honored to be a part of that purpose. Now, Tyrone.
I just have 2 big points. I just want to reiterate the point of thanking everyone for coming out. I mean, this is very special. It's not about us, it's about the future, right? We believe that this building is going to serve the experience of students to come, and that's what this is all about. But when I look out, I mean, I have my brother Timmy that drove up the mountain, sister-in-law Beverly, got nephews Tony and Troy, his beautiful wife Ariel. I got my Frostburg brothers. I see Keith, Tony Walker, Hall of Famer Tony Walker, Marty Frostburg. Got my sister, I have Maynard here, I got Diane. So it really means a lot. And sharing online is our daughter, Shannon Adams, and her husband, Ryan from Chicago. But we feel really warm inside about this whole experience. And then the second point I want to reiterate, I know many of you feel like we do. We've been blessed by this school of Frostburg and wanted to give back. And we know many of you would like to do the same. So feel free to reach out to John Short or Sandy Gibble. I know they'll be more than happy to talk to you about that. But again, thanks for coming out. It really means a lot. And thanks again.
Thank you, though.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yay!